Right, okay, my solar panel. I found it in a skip. I couldn't believe it. Massive, great big thing. Check it out. Full size. I mean, if I stand next to it, you'll see what sort of size. But she's shattered. If I bring you in close, you'll see it's been hit. But I reckon if I stick a bit of laminate, you know, that vinyl, that adhesive vinyl, I think I might be able to maybe weatherproof it. Not sure yet. But even as damaged as she is, she's still sticking out. I just measured it on the multimeter. 24 volts. It's kicking out 24 volts as she stands. I mean, it's not sunny out there. It's quite overcast. And it's not even in direct sunlight. So, what am I going to use it for? Right, okay. This is the plan. See, I keep a bank of large batteries charged all the time. And I got this great big beast lorry battery. 12 volts. Being prepared, for me, I mean, shelter, warmth, food, water, they're kind of essential. If you're going to lose contact with the outside world, we'll just put it at that, and you have to use the resources to hand to ensure that your family is safe and warm and fed and watered. For me, it's just a given. It's just part of my lifestyle. I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to spin you around, and I've always got a supply of a larder. Just call it a larder. And there's food and water there. That means that we're not going to starve, and we're not going to die of dehydration. Bearing in mind, this is Northern Ireland. It rains a lot. I'd say stick a couple of buckets out most nights and you'll have a bucket of water. That's just as a precaution. But power, if you can't generate power yourself, I mean with a wind turbine, even a diesel, a fuel generator, you will run out of fuel eventually. It depends how long you've got to generate electricity for and what you're actually going to use that electricity for. The reason I have the large 12 volt batteries is lighting. I mean, you use candles, you can use your torches, those batteries will go out. But I like to be able to store electricity. I think that's the bottom line. If I have electricity, it's just one less thing I need to worry about. I mean, it's not a massive, great big UPS or anything that I'm going to run 240 volts on. I could stick an inverter on one of those batteries and I could run something at 240 volts for one of the large batteries, maybe a couple of days. Obviously, it depends what you're using. If you stick a kettle on it, it's not going to last a couple of days. But my thought is if I get a pontoon of 12 volt LEDs and in an emergency I can have lighting in the house. I can also use it for other things. I was on the lookout. I've used solar power before. You saw me using first of all, I think the first thing was the little power monkey. Tiny little thing, stores a little bit of power, you can charge your phone. And then there was a little bit bigger one that I can use to charge, just a second. I can charge these batteries. They're also 12 volt batteries. But I wanted something that would give me a big trickle charge. Now, I'll show you on the back of these. Look. I'll show you what I've done, how I've wired it up. I know I'm blithering a bit, but I'm kind of excited about this. Right, so out of the back of there, you've got a positive and a negative. Now, she's coming down into this, and you can see the LED on top. That's telling me it's charging. Now, I've wired up this little solar charging controller because, well, the batteries are 12 volt, and this thing's kicking out anything from 24 volts up to 37 volt maximum. So I just wanted to be able to regulate that power. So as you can see, I've got my live and my neutral coming in from the solar panel, and then I've got 12 volt DC coming out. The pos, obviously she's coming through a fuse. It's only a 3 amp fuse. And then, oh, I'm trapped. And then she comes down into this big monster heavy duty battery. I'm going to undo these, don't worry. But I just wanted to show you the little setup. So, I've got power. You can call me a little overcautious if you want, but I don't know. I got 2 of them. How's that for a skip find? It's the best skip find I've ever found. These are new, 250 quid each. What a find. Anyway, yeah, that's all I've done. Just wired up that little charging regulator so that when that battery is fully charged, it'll kick in and kick out. It'll stop charging. So I'm not going to overcharge those batteries. I don't want to stick. I'll show you the back of this, just to give you some specs. So you can see when these are all connected in series, a maximum of 1000 volts DC, but I don't know how many of these panels you need to connect together. But open circuit voltage, one of these maximum voltage that it's going to produce is 37.4 volts. Current, just a little shy of 2 amps. So yeah, it would take a while to charge one of those. I can produce and store my own low voltage, relatively low voltage DC. I'm dead, chef. Right, bless you guys. I'm going to crack on, and I'll see you later on. Right, bye.